I'm always an advocate of different policies that are rolled by government, but then I see biggest headwinds are the policies. I'm always an advocate of different policies that are rolled by government, but then I see biggest headwinds are the policies. Now, let me tell you why I make this statement. If you look at FAMES 2.0 of 10,000 crores, 8,500 crores were allocated towards demand incentive, right? And then around 1,000 crores towards charging infrastructure. Now, even among the rest of the money that is there, around even among the 500 crores, none of it was allocated to any research and development and the push and drive towards indigenous technologies. It looks more like a hurry for me that, hey, I need to convert into electric. And what is the easiest way? Let me put more money into the hands of the buyers. Probably I'll make them happy. Let me give more subsidies to the suppliers. Maybe I'll make them happy. And once I pamper both of them, the magic is going to happen. But no, somebody else is going to enjoy the fortune out of it, right? And we know what it is. So I think policies and incentives not driving the indigenous research I see as biggest headwind. Number two, even among the subsidies that were provided by the government, if you look at least from the context of what we are speaking right now, e-mobility and into e-commerce, if you look at FAMES 1.0 subsidy and then you get into the details, 44% of the subsidy was provided from a product portfolio perspective. Buses get around 44% subsidy, two-wheelers get around 31%, motorcycles 24%, three-wheelers 20%, cars 17%, and you know who stands least in the list? It is the LCVs at 16%. Now, why LCVs? Because these are the LCVs, whether it is kinds of A's, those, Jito, etc. These are the ones that actually drive, right? Other than the two-wheelers and three-wheelers, these are the ones that thrive and drive the last mile delivery for the e-commerce companies. And then there we see we only have 16% subsidy, right? And even when you get into the FAMES 2.0, the trend has repeated again. Buses take 40% of subsidies, three-wheelers take 30%, two-wheelers 23%, and four-wheelers. Now, unfortunate thing in this FAMES 2.0, there is no differentiation between LCVs and passenger. All four-wheelers put together is around, say, 6%, right? I mean, these I see as a very strongest headwinds. On one hand, we are trying to adopt electric mobility across the segments. And once we realize that this is a low-hanging fruit, I believe more push and thrust to be given to these things. My third point, this is again a call to all the manufacturers and the supply ecosystem players in the complete supply chain. At this point of time, we do not have any standardization of batteries and charging infra. We are adopting GB/T, we are adopting CCS, we are adopting CHAdeMO. If suppose Tesla comes to India, then we will also adopt super Tesla chargers. The Department of Science and Technology fortunately have just begun working on the standardization of charging infra and batteries. But until now, there is no, I would say, focus on that. Then the fourth one, for two-wheelers and three-wheelers, from the ergonomics perspective, from the build perspective, and from the application perspective, swapping is the only way going forward, especially with the recent policy that was given by the government where they have detached the vehicle and battery, the glider and battery. Swapping is the only way forward. And again, there is no focus either by the policymakers or by the OEM players, right, in terms of swapping. This is another biggest headwind.